Introduction to Buddhism. Welcome to this study session on Buddhism, an important aspect of Indian ancient history. Today, we are diving into a transformative period, the 6th and 5th centuries BC, when North India, particularly around the Ganges, Yamuna region, saw the peak of Aryan culture. During this time, new religious movements emerged, including Buddhism and Jainism. The origins of Buddhism. Buddhism and Jainism emerged around the same time, influenced by similar socioeconomic and political conditions. Key factors that contributed to the rise of these religions include 1. Rigid Varna system. The Vedic society's rigid caste system and birth-based hierarchies created dissatisfaction, which contributed to the emergence of new religious ideas. 2. Agricultural economy. The rise of agriculture in the Gangetic Plain led to increased wealth and social stratification, prompting people to seek new spiritual paths. 3. Trade and commerce. The expansion of trade increased the importance of the Vaishyas, traders, in society who were drawn to new religious ideas to enhance their social status. 4. Conservatism. These factors collectively influenced the rise of Buddhism and Jainism. Gautama Buddha, the founder, Gautama Buddha, also known as Siddhartha or Shakyamuni, was a contemporary of Mahavira. According to tradition, he was born in 567 BC in a Shakya Kshatriya family in Lumbini, near present-day Nepal. His father, Suddhodana, was the elected leader of the Shakya clan, and his mother, Maya Devi, was a princess of the Kaliya dynasty. Thus, Buddha was born into a noble family and lived in a republic state that valued equality. Buddha's early life was sheltered, but at the age of 29, he encountered the 4 sights that profoundly affected him. 1. Old age. 2. 3. Death. He encountered a dead body and recognized the inevitability of death. 4. The ascetic. Determined to find a way to end human suffering, Buddha left his royal life and embarked on a spiritual quest. After years of meditation and ascetic practices, he attained enlightenment under a bodhi tree in Bodh Gaya at the age of 35. This event marked the beginning of his teaching career. Teachings of Buddhism. Buddha's teachings were practical and aimed at addressing the real problems of society. He believed that the world is filled with suffering caused by desires. By following the Eightfold Path, individuals could achieve nirvana, the state of liberation from the cycle of birth and death. The Eightfold Path includes 1. Right understanding, Samma, Ditthi. 2. Trite intent, Samma, Sankappa. 3. Right speech, Samma, Vaka. 4. Trite action, Samma Kamanta. 5. Right livelihood, Samma Ajiva. 6. Trite effort, Samma Vayama. 7. Right mindfulness, Samma Sati. 8. Trite concentration, Samadhi. Buddhism does not emphasize ritualistic practices or the worship of deities. Instead, it focuses on individual responsibility and moral conduct. Buddha's philosophy also included the middle way, which advocates a balanced approach to life, avoiding both extreme indulgence and severe asceticism. Comparison with Jainism. Buddhism and Jainism share some similarities, but also have distinct differences. Cycle of birth and death. Buddhism believes in breaking the cycle of birth and death through nirvana, while Jainism emphasizes achieving liberation through one's good and bad deeds. See concept of sin. Buddhism does not define sin in the same way as Jainism, which considers causing harm to others as a sin. View on suffering. Buddhism views life as inherently filled with suffering due to desires, whereas Jainism emphasizes nonviolence and respect for all living beings as a path to liberation. Features and spread of Buddhism. Buddhism challenged the caste system and appealed to lower strata of society by promoting equality and rejecting the Vedic rituals. Its spread was facilitated by 1. Appeal to common people. Buddhism's rejection of the caste system and emphasis on practical ethics attracted many. 2. Buddha's personal influence. 3. Language and texts. The use of Pali, a common language, helped in making Buddhism accessible to ordinary people. 2 Buddhist councils. After Buddha's death, several councils were held to preserve and organize his teachings. 1. First Council, 483 BC. 2. Second Council, 383 BC. 3. Third Council, 250 BC. 4. Fourth Council, 100 C. Schools of thought. Buddhism has evolved into various schools and sects. Mahayana Buddhism emphasizes the role of the bodhisattva and the ideal of achieving Buddhahood. It spread to China, Korea, Japan, and other East Asian countries. Theravada Buddhism, considered the closest to early Buddhism. It developed in Sri Lanka and Southeast Asia. Vajrayana Buddhism, known for its esoteric practices and rituals. It originated in India and spread to Tibet and Mongolia. Significance and legacy. Buddhism's influence on Indian culture and beyond is significant. 1. Non-violence. 2. 3. Educational institutions. Buddhist monasteries like Nalanda and Vikramshila became renowned centers of learning and intellectual pursuit. Though Buddhism eventually declined in India, it left a profound impact on Indian society and culture. Today, it remains a major global religion with a rich heritage and a lasting influence on spiritual and philosophical thought. I hope this extended overview helps you better understand the origins, teachings, and impact of Buddhism. If you have any more questions or need further details on any aspect, feel free to ask.